You clicked to spend 24 hours in ancient Baghdad, and before sunrise, the city is already breathing. The Tigris is black. Bread ovens glow red. Fresh paper dries on wooden frames. Behind guarded walls, scholars are turning old ideas into the future. This is 800 AD, inside the richest and smartest city on earth. But beauty does not mean safety. One wrong alley can get you robbed. One loose sentence can reach a palace spy. One dirty cup of water can end your day before noon. This is not the Baghdad you learned about. Stay with me, because this city is about to prove it helped build the world under your feet. The first sound is the call to prayer, rising before sunlight touches the roofs. It rolls over courtyards, docks, stables, bakeries, and rooms. Then Baghdad opens its eyes. You step into a lane that smells of smoke, mud, sweat, fried fish, and hot bread. A baker slaps dough against clay. A water carrier bends under jars, too heavy for his thin shoulders. Donkeys push through the crowd. Porters shout. Nobody stops for you. Baghdad has no patience for strangers. By sunrise, you reach the roads leading toward the round city, the royal heart of the Abbasid world. Its circular plan feels unreal. Gates face the empire. Caravans arrive. Basra links it to India, East Africa, and beyond. Everything moves toward Baghdad. Silk, spices, coins, books, slaves, rumors, and ambition. At the center stands the Caliph's palace, crowned by a great dome. To you, it looks beautiful. To locals, it means law, taxes, reward, punishment, and fear. Harun al-Rashid's Baghdad is a machine built to collect the world. But machines crush people who do not understand their rules. Guards study clothing, inspectors watch scales, taxmen notice goods. If you look poor, you disappear. If you look suspicious, you are remembered. And just when you think Baghdad is ruled by soldiers and gates, you find the stronger weapon hidden everywhere: paper. By mid-morning, paper is everywhere. Sheets dry in workshops, fold into contracts, stack beside ink bowls, and travel under arms like treasure. In another city, a book might be rare. Here, books are business. The scribe's market lives. Men copy poetry, medicine, law, astronomy, philosophy, and trade agreements. A merchant wants a contract clear enough to protect him in Basra. A student searches for Indian number tables. A doctor orders a Greek medical text in Arabic. A patron wants a poem beautiful before anyone reads it. Baghdad does not treat knowledge as decoration. It turns knowledge into power. Then you hear about the translation world tied to the Abbasid court, later remembered through the House of Wisdom. Do not picture silence. Picture a workshop of minds. Muslim scholars argue with Christian translators. Jewish thinkers compare calculations. Persian astronomers study star tables. Indian mathematics moves through Arabic ink. Syriac scribes carry Greek medicine into a new language. The question is not where an idea came from. The question is whether it helps explain the world. That attitude changes everything. Al-Khwarizmi's work helped shape algebra into a system. His name will later echo inside the word algorithm. You know that word from phones, maps, banks, searches, and apps. But here, it is only ink on a page, written by someone trying to solve problems clearly. Still, intelligence has a price. A scholar needs a patron with enemies. One argument can win gold. Another can invite danger. But by noon, Baghdad's greatest test is not whether it can copy ancient wisdom. It is whether wisdom can save a bleeding man. The bleeding man is carried through a doorway while the heat outside turns the streets white. His leg is torn, face tight, breathing fast. You follow him into a hospital, and Baghdad's roar becomes something else. Inside, there is pain, but there is also order. A physician asks questions before touching the wound. An assistant brings cloth. Another prepares medicine. Someone writes notes. Patients are separated by condition. Students watch because bodies teach what books cannot. The air smells of herbs, sweat, oil, clean water, and fear. Elsewhere, sickness often means family care, prayer, luck, or death. Here, treatment is organized. Not modern, not perfect, but serious. Baghdad's knowledge has left the page and entered the room. That is what makes this city different. A book becomes a method becomes a hospital becomes proof that learning can change life itself. Outside, noon roars again, markets roar. Metalworkers strike sparks, perfume sellers open tiny bottles, cloth merchants unfold colors from far away, book dealers promise copies within days. Whole streets belong to single trades. Every craft has pride. Bad weights can shame a seller. Poor work can ruin a name. Then you see the shadow under the gold. Enslaved people carry goods through heat. Poor workers bend under loads for rich homes. Servants vanish through side doors while powerful men debate poetry in shaded rooms. Baghdad is brilliant, but it is not fair. By afternoon, you understand the truth. Baghdad is not one city. It is many cities stacked on top of each other. Afternoon belongs to movement. You pass judges, merchants, sailors, servants, students, soldiers, beggars, and calm-looking men. Everyone seems to know where they are going. You do not, and that is dangerous. A crowd gathers near a dispute over debt. Two men shout. Witnesses interrupt. A judge listens. A broken promise can destroy a merchant. A false claim can break a family. In Baghdad, reputation is a kind of currency. Once it is gone, no caravan brings it back. Near the palace district, the air changes. Messages move quickly. Servants lower their eyes. Courtiers smile like knives hidden in silk. A poet hopes for reward. A minister carries a secret. A guard watches everyone who watches too long. Power is close enough to smell. This is what people forget. Beauty does not make a city safe. Wealth does not make it gentle. Baghdad gives chances to the clever, but it gives no mercy to the careless. Say the wrong joke. Trust the wrong guide. Step into the wrong house. Suddenly, the city becomes a trap with lamps. At sunset, you enter a bathhouse. Steam covers tired bodies. Men wash, bargain, gossip, and trade news. A caravan came from China. Grain prices may rise. A scholar finished a translation. A singer insulted a rival. The bathhouse is where Baghdad thinks out loud. Then night falls. And once darkness enters the streets, Baghdad stops feeling like a golden dream and starts feeling like a test. Lamps appear, pushing darkness back in small circles. The streets shrink. Alleys that felt busy at noon now feel like traps. Rich homes close their doors. Poor families count bread. Thieves watch shadows. Guards ask questions. The Tigris reflects firelight like broken gold. Still, Baghdad does not sleep. A scribe copies one more page, even though his wrist aches. A doctor checks one more patient because pain does not wait for morning. A mother tells one more story to keep fear away from her children. A student whispers numbers by lamplight, not knowing those numbers may travel farther than armies. After midnight, you understand why this day matters. Baghdad is not powerful because of palaces or markets alone. It is powerful because it gathers the world, changes it, and sends it back stronger. Ideas arrive here like raw material, then leave sharper, clearer, and ready to cross deserts, seas, languages, and centuries. The papermaker helps ideas survive. The translator sends words across time. The doctor writes notes that may shape medicine. The mathematician builds logic. Children will still use. Somewhere across the river, a tired copyist keeps writing, never knowing his ink may survive longer than the empire paying for it. That is what a golden age really is. Not perfection, not peace, not fairness. It is a moment when human effort burns so brightly that even later darkness cannot erase it. It is the worker at the river, the scholar under the lamp, the healer beside the sick. and the child hearing a story that will outlive palace walls. Baghdad will face fire. Libraries will fall. Rulers will die. The round city will not stay untouched forever. But the work done here will keep moving through classrooms, hospitals, maps, machines, and every calculation you barely notice. Knowledge can be copied, carried, translated, damaged, and still survive. You came here trying to survive 24 hours. You leave realizing the modern world has been surviving on Baghdad for more than 1,000 years. So when someone says Baghdad was only an ancient city, remember this day: the ink, heat, danger, hospitals, markets, stars, and restless minds that refuse to stay small. If this journey changed how you see history, like and subscribe, because the next forgotten world may be even more shocking.